Well, we have finished up yet another week of Droughtlander, and that actually brings us to week 30. Yes, I do believe we are halfway through, however long we're going to have to wait. At least halfway through, right? And for this update, I've got birthdays, word on a convention, yet another warning on those fake Sams and other actors out there, and of course, what our stars are up to. So let's go check out. First, we're going to start with the birthdays. And our first birthday is, actually, I think all of our birthdays are shared by Batgirl95UA on Instagram. It says, happy birthday at Rosie Jane Day. Hope you enjoy your celebration. Kola Breth Sonia Durt. And do not correct me, I know it's not even right. But it is a happy birthday to our very own Mary Hawkins, who later became Mary Randall, and thankfully didn't have to live with her husband for very long. Speaking of that devil, we've got another one. Happy birthday to Tobias Menzies. Hope you enjoy your celebrations. And I'm, again, can't pronounce it, so I already embarrassed myself the one time. So our very own Frank Randall is celebrating his birthday, also known as Captain Jack Black. And despite his character being a real pain in the rear end, because that's as naughty as I'm going to get right here, I hear Tobias himself, nice guy. And yet another happy birthday, this one for Sophie Skelton. And this one again, Batgirl95UA. Happy birthday, Sophie Skelton. Hope you enjoy your celebrations. And I really enjoyed her storyline in the first part of season 7, getting the job and kind of telling those guys what for, or at least showing them what for. Very excited to see the second half of season 7 and what happens to our Brianna. Well, I mean, I kind of know a little bit, but how much of it is all going to happen? That's the question. Moving right along with our theme of celebrations. This post shared by Balfe Nation. It's International Women's Day, and a mention of Caitriona Balfe directing, at least on Outlander, is worth noting. And so, yeah, we're waiting for that one episode that Caitriona will be directing, making her full director debut as, for an entire episode. It's very exciting, very cool, and absolutely worth noting. Also worth noting, this post by Outlander headquarters. Huge congratulations to Nell Hudson, who is getting married. Now, full disclosure, when I saw this post at first, I didn't really focus on Nell. I was looking at the dude because he's kind of the center of the picture. And I'm like, I don't know that guy from Outlander. I'm trying to make myself remember who this person is, and no clue. And it wasn't until I read the thing again and went, oh wait, no, it's Nell. It's her. And I don't know who this fella is, but the important part is to note that Leary finally has found the man of her dreams. So a very big congratulations to Nell. And I do have even more news about some of our actors that aren't on the show right now. And that is this announcement for Lauren Lyle gaining yet another role. As it reads, BBC and Netflix announce casting for Lockerby as filming begins, and the cast will include Connor Swindle, Patrick J. Adams, Merritt Weaver, Peter Malloy, Tony Curran, Eddie Marsan, and Lauren Lyle. So that's something to look out for, whether it's going to be on Netflix, BBC, maybe both. I'll keep up on that and hopefully let you know before it actually airs. And while that cast appearance is very cool, this one gonna blow you out of the water. Because if you happen to live in the Paris area, you're going to have some fun at LandCon. Look at this lineup. It's a lot, quite frankly. Caesar Domboy, Stephen Cree, Tobias Menzies, Joey Phillips, Duncan LaCroix, Richard Rankin, Lauren Lyle, Sophie Skelton, Izzy McKill-Small, David Barry, Sam Heughan, Roman Barreau, John Bell, Charles Vandervaart. That's a lot of people. I wish I lived in Paris because I might see if I could find a way to get there, even though I was already going to another convention. What can I say? This is incredible. I am so jealous of everybody who is able to attend this one. I'm still working on one that I will be going to. My husband even asked me which one I thought I was going to go to and when, and I told him, and all right, that'll work. It won't be this one, but I am really excited to see so many faces in one place for anybody who can attend. This is going to be a great time. And in case you have trouble seeing it, it is on April 13th and 14th of this year. And now it's time for yet another warning because they're just crazy. So I noticed in the comments after the last video that Sam Heughan's mother is now being impersonated as well. Yeah, I'm going to go with she probably has enough money provided by her son if she ever needed help that she's not asking us to be friends or asking us for money. So also ignore Sam's mother. But I do have another prime example of just really bad fishing for, I don't know, victims. So the fake Samness is real on this. I am going to turn on the audio so you can see what somebody has done with a perfectly normal and actual clip of Sam and some previous things he said.
Hi, it's me, Sam Heughan. This is my private account. Feel free to follow me and comment your name if you want me to send you a DM.
Now, admittedly, sometimes my videos are out of sync. I do what I can to try and make the audio and video match up. You play it. This was horrible. I didn't change a darn thing, and you can tell how badly synced that is. Guess what I have never found is a bad syncing issue between sound and video on Instagram, especially from a star, because guess what? They can afford the better phones and the better cameras. This is so fake. It's so sad. Again, please spread the warning around every fan, any fan of any show. They just need to know that as much as we wish that our stars would adore our account and just wish to talk to us because we are just so fantastic, it's not going to happen. Not because we aren't fantastic, but because, well, quite frankly, that invites a lot of crazy people onto their accounts to have personal discussions that, yeah, I'm going to go with they would prefer to keep private. So please, please, please be careful, guys. Because the last thing I would want is for one of you to be taken by one of these scammers. That would be awful, and I would feel terrible if I didn't at least try to give you every warning I can. On to better things. If we're going to put up with the fake Sams, then how about some real Sam? Well, he makes us a drink called Penicillin.
Welcome to Sassenach Classics. I'm sweating because I just ate some candied ginger. We're gonna make the Penicillin. This is a modern classic created in Manhattan, in New York. It is a delicious drink. You're really gonna enjoy this one. You're gonna need 2 ounces of Sassenach's whiskey. You're gonna need 3/4 of an ounce or equal parts of lemon juice and a honey ginger syrup, and maybe just a 1/4 ounce of an Islay single malt, that nice smoky Scottish whiskey. And we're gonna garnish that with some candied ginger. I promise you, try making one whilst eating this stuff. It's pretty difficult. It's really hot. Okay, let's make our Penicillin. First of all, we're gonna need, 2 ounces of Sassenach whiskey. Oh my God, this ginger. It's going everywhere, I don't care. I'm gonna need this drink afterwards. Equal parts lemon juice, honey ginger syrup. Now, we're gonna have to shake this. Bit of ice. He did it with his elbow and it was really difficult. Just like that. Then you're gonna need your chill glass. Where's my chill glass? And we're gonna strain that. What's left of it, we're gonna strain it. You might need some ice in there. I'm gonna use these very fancy ice cubes because we're fancy here in New York. Oh, that ginger. Oh, this drink is so delicious. Now, we just want to pour a little drizzle of your Islay smoked Scotch whiskey on top. Just a little drizzle, or just a lot. Oh, get it all over there. And then some of your candied, very hot and spicy ginger. There we go. I'm gonna serve that. Just there. Your Sassenach Penicillin. Oh, I need some water.
Okay. Making a mess, but also making some drinks for us. That was very nice. And now I feel like if I ever get a chance to meet Sam, that I probably ought to bring him some candied ginger and maybe a drink. Batgirl's Outlander fandom shared some thoughts as to why we're waiting a while for that B-sides. I wanted to share this post real quick by Batgirl's Outlander fandom. I think they're still working on a home for UK fans now that Lionsgate Plus is no longer an option for them. I'm sure they don't want to announce a date without a plan for those fans. So it is possible, and not that we're laying blame because it's nobody's fault that's a fan, but it could be that the reason we are not getting that B-side sooner is because right now, if they put it out, We in the US and any Stars people would be able to see it, while the people in the UK, who are dedicated fans for pity's sakes, would not have a home to go to as the second half of the season was aired. And so I can see why, at least for that reason, that there is a delay. And you know what? For that reason, I won't complain about it, because I do want to make sure that everybody who has been able to follow it so far, by paying for a subscription, by paying for their cable, by paying for whatever it is that allowed you to get Lionsgate or Stars, they should be able to keep up with the series as it progresses. So I do think that that is, if it's the reason why, a good reason why. I don't know that it really makes the waiting easier, but it does make it make sense. I do have a couple of other things I want to share for you, but we are nearing the end of the video. If you are waiting for me to announce which convention I'm going to, it will not happen until probably the last week of March. But do look for that announcement to come out, especially if you're hoping to go to the same convention and meet up, because I would be totally cool with that. John has shared this bunch of images with us. Again, I wish I knew for sure that was his grandmother, but I'm going to call her his grandmother. John Underbell shares Outback Adventure with my favorite travel companion at Catherice. I would think that would be grandma. I would think traveling with your grandma would be kind of cool, quite frankly. I always loved my grandma, who is no longer with me, but still, I would love to travel with her. She was an awesome woman. And I love that he is taking someone out and just enjoying the world, give you a different viewpoint when you've got different ages seeing things. So awesome for you, John. Awesome for you, Granny. Have a great time. Let's move on. I think the next one is John too. It is, but it's also our throwbacks. I got a couple of these here. This one shared by Outlander Online. Throwback to John Bell on the set of Outlander. And we've got him obviously back from the Mohawk. You can always tell by the costumes about where they are in the story. And he's with his horse. And of course, we've got our mask going. So that is post-COVID. And that just looks like a fun picture. I may or may not use that as one of the thumbnails. That looks like he's relaxing and, well, maybe not relaxing, but heck, enjoying his life. And continuing with the throwbacks provided by Outlander Online, throwback to Sam Heughan behind the scenes of Outlander Season 5. So let's see, we've got the big house here, obviously. Of course, big house that doesn't last for but a couple of seasons, but that's all right. That's all right. We got him in front of the big house, though, here. And we have him post, vengeance, I'm going to go with. Post-revenge for what has been done to his wife. That looks like that's what that scene might be. And I'm actually in the middle of a rewatch right now in Season 5, just about to the end. Because, of course, what else do we watch while we're waiting for Outlander? Actually, I have a list of things I've been watching. I should do a video about that. But yes, I am rewatching Outlander right now, among other things, and enjoying it quite a bit. Now, that is all I have for this video for today. Again, we've made it 30 weeks. I don't think we're going to have to try to make it through 60. So I'm going to call it that we are definitely more than halfway through, because even if they wait until, I don't know, September just to be funny, I think we're going to be good. I think we will be getting it before the end of the summer or just as the summer ends. I still feel very strongly that that's a possibility. As long as the UK gets a home for this show, we should be good. But whatever I do here, I will tell you first. And if you've enjoyed this video, you like the format, you aren't too annoyed by me and my purple hair, don't forget to give me a like, a subscribe if you want to see more, and a notification so you'll know when they're coming out. As always, a special thanks to my Patreons and members. You helped me get this far, and I do appreciate your continued support. And if you just haven't got enough Outlander news and information, just want to see more pictures of our friends out there doing things in the world, please go ahead and check out any of my previous videos for Outlander. You might want to check out some for Star Trek too, if you happen to be into that, or any of the other videos. And as always, I will see you there. So I noticed in the comments, because I do read them, so I noticed in the comments below the last week's, I don't know what I'm saying. Batlander.